Hi guys, and welcome to the 31st. Yeah, that's better. Welcome to the 31st episode of the Amiga Raytracing course. Two announcements before I continue. The first one, I guess you might find it the most important, is that this will be the last episode of the webcast for January. So the next episode will be in the 1st of February, Monday, 7 o'clock GMT. Okay, so after this one, you will be having the whole of January free for practicing the techniques that we have discussed up to now. And as for the patrons, all patrons are going to be refunded for today's month, for this month. So yes, so however, I am going to be available, of course, via email and via the usual channels. That's for the first announcement. The second one has to do with Amiga Ireland art contests, and I can also show you how you can participate in that. As we have said, I have said about in the previous episode, the deadline is on the 12th of, I think it's on the 12th of 12th of January. So you may, sorry. So yeah, in Amiga users.ie, you're visiting this link, and the deadline for submitting your work is on January the 12th, which is, I think it is next Tuesday. Okay. And yes, and there I also forgot to mention about the online event. 2021 Amiga Ireland event is going to be online, of course, and you can also find information about how to participate for voting, or just be there and watching the event as a spectator, in which I think that Saturday, the Saturday of the 16th of January, I will also be participating by giving a workshop regarding 3D, Lightwave on the Amiga, etc. Okay, so don't miss it. If you can't participate actively, which would allow you to vote also for the competition results, just be there and watch it, as a spectator. It will be a nice online event. So I hope you're going to make it, and to see you and chat with you guys there. With all that being sorted out, these two announcements, so let's go on and continue our spaceship building, spaceship making, by continuing with our rear gear chambers. If I remember correctly, yes. Up to now, did you guys have any questions so far regarding the announcements? I know it must have been quite sudden, but aside from some family matters I would like to attend to this month, there is also the fact that there's too much material, and maybe January would be best for you guys to go through them again, and maybe if you create something, put them all even on the on our forum. Okay. Yes, some days I think we may have been I may have been too fast into explaining things, so it may not have been enough time for you to practice and create something. Anyway, hi guys, Anthony, Yarla, welcome. So we go on with our spaceship. Let me see where we are here now. So this is our shuttle. That is true, Anthony. Yes. Anyway, so here we are. We have our spaceship here. Okay, so we have completed the cavity for the front gear, if I remember correctly. Yes, which is here. So yeah, that is our gear chamber that we are going to take full advantage of in the coming episodes, where we are going to be, I mean, I'm so looking forward to the next episode, because we are going to be doing some modeling and rigging. So our gear are going to be our gears, it's going to be hierarchied and structured in such a way that with only the use of a null object, we're going to be moving the whole hierarchy of each gear leg. Okay. Yeah, so that's about that. So let's go on and create some cavities for our rear gear chambers. So far we have this, we have carved up to this, we have this rectangular chamber here. So our first task is to hide everything else so that it won't confuse us. So I'm changing to polygon, and then W. I am selecting the shuttle gear inside surface. So these surfaces are selected. So now I want to hide the unselected ones. So display and visibility, hide unselected. Okay. So now I have everything which is unselected here. Yes, here we are. In another layer now, I'm changing layer. We would like to load. We would like to load our gear covers in order for us to take advantage of the curvature of the shape of the hull. Let me see where they are actually. Flat template, front gear cover, left and right. So let's load the left one. Okay, so this is our cover here. Okay. By the way, I see here that this side and this side. Hey Walker, welcome. So this side and this side, they can be simplified into one object. And let me see now, where is that gear inside? Now we have this surface here, and the other surface is this one. So we need to hide this one in order to not be confused again by that. So first, no, let me take a step back here, and let's leave it as it is, as a cover. We are going to select the shuttle bottom curvature here, which is going to be needed later. Okay, So copy with C, layer 3, and paste. So now I have only this curve to worry about. Okay. Let me see now. Now we have now, having selected that, we go to multiply and extrude. We are going to be extruding these surface here. So I'm going to my top view and pressing once. And now we are going to be selecting the thickness of it, which is kind of... Yes, I forgot to mention also, Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year, everyone. And here, enter. Now I have one cover, one more cover. See, this is the same mechanism actually. The difference now is that this surface is going to be named as gear inside, the whole of it. Now, yes, now we have all of the surface here as gear inside. Now we're going to do some optimization. See these polygons here? These are cut by the same rectangle actually, and since we have extruded them on the y-axis, they can be easily simplified into one polygon each side. Okay, so first of all I'm going to be changing my view here by pressing 1. Now I'm into wireframe mode. See here, there, and I'm going to conveniently go through, rotate my object in such a way that using just one click I will be selecting the whole row of these objects here. Okay, then one other way to do that is actually lassoing, either lassoing here carefully, doing that, you know, just like that, or even easier by using the volume selection tool here, which is here. Okay, now these are selected. Okay, be careful here to do select exclude and not include, because include will take will also take these polygons as well. Okay, you don't want that. You want only this side to be selected. Now, having that selected here, oh strange, let me see, there, yes, hold on a bit, what happened? Maybe I have hidden them by accident. What happened? Oops, sorry. There they are. What? Ah, yes. Yes, so that is there. So we have all these polygons selected, and now, being there, we will press Shift and Z, which is short for unify, I think. Well, wait a minute. Or merge, no, it is merge polygons. Z here, merge polygons here. Okay, so doing that, Shift Z. No, it doesn't work with exclude. So we have to, what you can do actually, you can be here, select hide unselected, and have the whole this row here, and now select all polygons, just invert your selection from none to all, and Shift Z. Okay, and to verify that we've done, we have that this polygon is not a degenerate, we press I for info, and we should read flatness 0%. Okay, which is a healthy polygon that's going to be rendered correctly. Okay, now we are unhiding everything. Again, the same process. We can go here, this side, with G, and inside here, volume, exclude actually here, just there. Okay, having this one, we hide the unselected polygons. Whoa, there's nothing. Something happened now here. Unhide. No, actually, hold on a minute. Unhide everything and see what is going on there. Yeah, there they are. Why wasn't it selected here? Perhaps I'll have to go deeper, such as this. And then hide unselected. No, it doesn't work. I don't know why. Perhaps there are some polygons that... Let me try again. Exclude. There. Hide. Unselect. No, it doesn't want to. No. Unhide. And we do it lasso style. There. Okay, now we have everything from this side selected, and verify, okay, this is the same on the same plane, and Shift Z. Again, I to read this number, which is 0%. Okay, and we are done from this side as well. We go to this side, the lasso. Let me see if this is correct. Yes. This is correct. And Shift Z. Again, I 0%. And I think the last one is here. There. Okay. So Shift Z. I 0%. Great. So we have one single polygon with so many points, but we don't care. As long as it's not a non-planar, or it's not a degenerate, we don't care actually how many points it is. And let me save that, really, and that is episode 31. And yeah, I have something here, gear bay left cavity. Let me see if I have done everything correctly first. Yes, correct. Now, next, I want to take the upper surface and move it upwards. I should really actually have I should have extended the extrusion a bit further, but yeah, anyway. Or maybe do that like something like this. There. And now we're hiding these guys here. Selecting the next batch. Hiding. We're making sure that, yeah. Now we can start working on my 3D, on the three-dimensional viewport. Here I can easily select the rest of them, even the side ones we just merged there. Hide selected, some leftovers there, this one also, and these guys here as well. Hide selected. So I should be having just the upper portion, which I can verify by switching to S for solid and see there's no there's no polygon looking at me, while if I go up from upwards, yeah, they're looking at me. Okay, so now having this one selected, I just move it upwards. Be careful on my left there. So here I want to have, I can show you again, I want to have my y-axis only showing some digits, so the x-axis, or if I do it from here, my z-axis has to be 0, so like this. And now I'm holding control and left mouse button makes moves, you know, it edits your points or polygons, whatever you want to do, move or stretch or anything, into only it locks the other dimension you want to move. For example, if you can see, I have minus, you know, I can go upwards and downwards to my y-axis, but the z-axis keeps going locked and being a bit crazy. That's because I'm holding my control key. Okay, I'm doing once more, hold control, left mouse button upwards, and you see the first dimension that will be moving. I will be translating my object on, is going to be unlocked, but once I go left or right, nothing happens, or you have a bigger increment. Okay, good to know. There. Okay, now I've done that, unhide everything, and I have this thick object here. Okay, which is actually, this is the lower portion of my hull, and the part of the NDE clone of my cover. Okay, now having this selected, I'm deleting this, my cover, and now I'm using this guy here as a cavity. And to simplify it even more, because I don't want too many polygons over inside there, this means more memory, more, you know, more computation or whatever. And I would like to simplify things wherever I don't need them to be too complicated. So on layer 3, I'm selecting another layer, and with this object in my background, I am creating a box that will include this in order for us to cut it. We don't want that. That's much complexity here. Okay, now we have our box. Shift and invert. Invert layers, and now we are free to do a boolean and subtract. We are going to be subtracting this guy here, this part from this. Okay, now it's done. And as we have said earlier, immediately after boolean we do merge points. Okay, some double points here. Now we have our tool, now we have our cavity tool ready, and we should be ready to start adjusting it to our needs in regards to the gear chamber here. Okay, so I don't need that anymore. The box, thank you, Mr. Box, bye bye. And now we have, this is my, you know, the background layer now is my layer from the with the gear cavities, and the foreground, hold on, yeah, and the foreground layer is my template. So I'm adjusting now my template according to where I want it to drill, you know. Now, as you can see here, this is the edge of my gear cover. Okay, this is my tool, and I want to stretch it a bit. Control again, and then holding left mouse button to the right, so it locks my there. I think that's enough. Leaving the mouse, and the same. I'm doing the same with that dimensional on too. Okay. I can refine it by rotating just a bit so that it will follow there. It will follow the curvature of the chassis. And also here I need to, oops, sorry. Here as well. No, oh come on. Why is the rotate? And it's right just next to U, which is undo. So here, just moving it a bit. Great. Okay. There. So now this is my template for drilling the chassis. So let me see what's there. See? Now you can see what is going to happen already. Okay, all this black box, this black template area volume is going to be disappear. It's going to disappear anyway. Yeah, here. So as I am here, I can unhide the rest of the object and see if anything overlaps, is overlapping outside. I can see something here, but maybe there is no problem with that. No, there's no problem. I guess. No, there is a problem here. So if I do shift, if I want to have both layers active, I'm pressing now shift 3 for having number 3 as well inside the play. Yeah, there's a problem here. You can see this guy. Yeah, disrespecting my first, the first of my here. Yes. So let me just go back, and I can just move them. I can just move that there, and that may have solved the problem, actually. Bye bye, Anthony. Thank you for being here. Here. Now let's see if this has solved the problem. Another way to do that, to see if there's any problem, is by doing the moving, by telling Lightwave to move that, so you can see if there's any overlapping. So as I can see, this is clean. Okay, we can go ahead and do a boolean on that. So layer 1 on the foreground, layer 3 on the background. Let me remove that and shift B and subtract. Now there's some work to be done. Fortunately, we have simplified our object, so it's mostly a box with a curvy surface underneath, so it won't be too much of a trouble. Yes, and it wasn't Okay, so great, looks great. Okay, so having done that, immediately afterwards, merge points. 60 points eliminated. See, there's too much waste. Now we're going back to my layers 3 that is holding the template. Okay, as you can see here, and we want to mirror that for the other side. Okay, so multiply, mirror. Okay, and under numeric, you want the y, your y-axis to be mirrored, and okay. No, sorry, that should be the x-axis. The x-axis. Yeah, so like that, and enter. Okay, now I have it on the other side as well. I don't need that anymore, the left side, so I'm just deleting that. Okay, and now all I need is to reverse my layers. I'm sorry, invert my layers. Okay, and Shift B, subtract. Let me see if I can speed up the operation by selecting just the polygons that are going to be influenced by that. So gear inside only, there. Great. And I have this guy here, and Shift B, subtract. Yeah, I think it jumped over step 1 altogether. Yep. And it's done. Okay. Now directly after that, as we said, merge points. No points eliminated, that's strange. And merge points again, 60 points. That should have been. That's because I had previously selected my polygon. So deselect whatever you have selected, that should be 0, and then merge points immediately after the boolean. Okay. Now, as I have this complete, this is complete here. Great. Now all I need to do is save, and save it as stage 7. Okay. Great. And then head to layout and see what I've done. Okay, now I have a scene. I think I have a scene saved. Shuttle gear doors. Let me see. Animated. But yes, exactly. So this is my scene from the previous episode where we have the doors animated, and then I have changed the view. Now this view, and I think last view is going to be, no, it won't change to last view, maybe. Hold on. Yes, and 9900, 60, I think it's 40, 100, 139, that should stay there. And I'll just, oh, sorry, there, 139. So what I'm doing now, I'm creating different shots for the camera. So let me show you what I mean by that. The first shot is a general shot from the body's underside, okay, where we have a general view of the covers being folded inside the body. Then after frame 60, I am looking, let me just do that here. I am looking, I'm actually inside the front chamber and looking towards the open here. So this is my cover that has been folded inwards, and this is outside. Okay, so we are inside the chamber. Okay, so this goes on for 40 frames, I think. Yes, so 99, 100. Now we have another view from outside. We are looking inside the rear left view, the rear left chamber. Okay, we have again our covers folded here, and after 40 frames again, I haven't done anything. So after 40 frames in 140, just let me create a keyframe there. So 140, I am taking my camera and moving it. I just want to see how the other there. So I just want to see how the rear right chamber looks like. Okay, so this is 140, and again I'm doing a linear. Yes, so that we won't have any nasty surprises. Let me save that for you guys to play and rate and render if you want. Let's go ahead and render something. So let me see. Yeah, we gave everything off, so yeah, and see how that is. Now let me see here what we have. This must be a shadow here, and also I need to see if the light is correctly, if my polygons are correct. So I will be adding a light here, light 4, and see, and I want it to be shining here, so I might see there. No, light. So light is here. Let me see how that looks there, and I want it to be rotated here and upwards, so something like this. 0 frame for the light, and going back to our last camera shot and see what's going on here. Actually, I have something being rendered here. Yeah. Strange. Yeah, I think this is correct, because now this is the outer, this is the chassis, the hull, and this guy here is the cover. Okay. Let me see the other side now, over here. Yeah, that's the same for this side as well. Okay, so this is my hull, and inside is the gear cover. Okay, so now I'm going to be creating an animation. I want to be having the animation of each cover being folded inwards. So this happens in the beginning, so up to frame 60, let's say. Okay, First of all, I'm going to save that as gear doors animated. And what I want now is I want to have each shot being shot at with each scene. I mean, each cover should have its own scene while being animated. So let me just do that. I mean, from 0 to 60. Okay, so I'm going first to the camera. Having camera selected, I go to motion graph. Okay, I can see lots of things going on here, and I am selecting the delete button and deleting all the other keyframes except from the first one. Remember to save first if you want all these, you know, the static shots as well. So having deleted all the other keyframes aside from the first, I'm pressing use motion. Okay, now the camera stays where it is. Great. Okay, now I'm pressing Shift and S, and let me save that as shuttle gear doors front. There. Okay, now I'm gonna take my camera move here under edit, and using the left mouse button, first I would like to decrease this the grid here by the bracket, by using the bracket keys. Okay, so that should be, let's say, 10. So now the motion is much more say in smaller increments. Okay, once more again, yeah, something like that. Yes, 2 meter increments. Okay, coming here, there, I'm having this guy. Maybe in options and layout view, I would activate the show field chart just to have a target here if I want to be exact. Okay, so now if I am satisfied with my view, I'm double clicking on the 0. Okay, pressing motion the keyframe for my camera there, and shuttle bay gear doors front. And also we go to scene and change from 200 to 60 there. Okay, let me see. First frame 1, last frame 60, first frame step 1, frames per second 25. Again, Shift S. So my first animation is done. Okay, there. Let me preview that just to see approximately how fast that's going to be happening. That's going to be played back. There. Okay, and freeing the preview. Now I'm resaving that, but as left, shuttle gear doors left. Be very careful with this, with saving. You know, you don't want to mess and miss and lose your work. Okay, so now I've saved that as left. Now moving back to the left, say somewhere here. I am cycling this by pressing on space. Okay, there, having this here, rotate there, and when I'm satisfied with the view, create motion key, double enter, yeah, in frame 0. Yes, there, and again, shuttle gear doors left. There. Yeah, something's happening there. Great. Okay. And last but not least, again, Shift S, and then selecting that with, and editing that to write. Overwrite existing file, yeah, since I had saved them before, yes. And let's do that and do a rotate. The rotation here and there. Let me do that quite there. I think that should be there. Okay, and again, save again, gear doors right, and verify that the animation takes place. Okay. Now, having done that, we will go back into episode, I think it was episode 17, where we were using a lot of lights to create realistically to have a realistic illumination. So what I'm going to do now, I am going to be loading from scene. I have prepared a scene with 25 distant lights that have a target null and a lights node. So that is ready for me to use in whichever scene I wish. So here I select advanced lighting techniques, from previously prepared scene, and I created this one, 25 distant lights with target. Load lights from scene as well as objects, of course. So what this does is, this distant light null is the parent for all my lights that are going to be used as one light, of course, but in a much better resolution than our base lights in Lightwave. And there is also the light target, where all the lights are looking at, so that to simulate my three-dimensional shadow. Let us see how that looks like. So I'm changing to perspective view, and by having the objects in the objects and having selected the distant light null, I'm pressing enter. Center. Okay, now I have centered the null object of the for the lights. I'm zooming a bit. I might have to move it outside my spaceship mesh. Okay, let me unzoom once more. Okay, and there. Now here I have my spaceship here, as you see. Moving this moves every other light under its parenting its parental guidance. So whatever I do to the parent affects its children as well. So if I do a rotate, I'm going to be rotating all the lights too. Okay. Now the important thing to know is that there is also the aim point, the target. So every light here is looking at this target here, which is very, very useful if you want to, as we can go back into that episode 17, I think. We can see that this creates realistic three-dimensional shadows. Okay. The distance from the lights is playing a very, very important role. For example, let's say I have these lights here, and let me just create a motion key, and by selecting the light target, okay, I have under the y-axis set it by default into 200 meters away from the lights. Now I'm going to remind you by showing what happens if I draw it nearer the lights. Let me darn. There, perhaps, yeah. Now you can see the lights are looking towards it. Whoop. There. Okay. Whoop. So for this application, 200 meters is optimal just for the use I'm going to be using that into. So just create a keyframe and then go back to distant light null, and what I want is I want the illumination to be coming from under and a bit to the side, so it will be, say, let me see there, something like this. Okay. And these are distant lights. Remember that distant lights, it doesn't matter where they are. It only matters their rotation, not their placement. Okay. Okay, having done that, let me save the I think that was right, yes. Right. And I may have to do that for all the scenes, but anyway, let me show you now how it will be looking, how our scene will be looking. Any questions up to now? Do you have any thoughts on all this? By the way, as you can see, it takes far more time to ray trace 25 lights in comparison to 3. So this is the only drawback, but you know, if you want to achieve best results, you invest a little more rendering time. OBS somehow is not updating the chat. I don't know why. I know why. It's my fault. So I'll just there. There, I think that is optimal. No shadows here. Anyway, we'll get them. Let me wait a minute. Let me save that, and let's move the lights towards the other side. So rotate objects, distant lights there. 0. And see what's going on here. And we can also speed up the results by doing a limited region selection here and here. There. So let's see what's going on much faster. I think there are some. Yeah, these are two. They should be somewhat higher. Yep. Now we have somewhat smoother shadows here. They're not too visible here, but we can fix that for the other views. Shuttle, gear, doors, right. This is okay. Let me load the other guys. Left, we have left, and then load from scene. There, load lights from scene as well, of course. And go to objects, distant light null, center. There. Let me move these a bit, say here. And rotate there. 0. Save as left and see here what is going on. There. This is the cover, and then I think frame 40 there. Here. I think that would be a nice view. Now you see here, as Lightwave is drawing that, now the cover is inside the hull's geometry, so you can have it as a homework to edit that in the motion graph and correct it. Okay, you of course. Great, now that's more like it. Okay, you can also see that there are other lights beside the 25 light group. Okay, so this is the other one. Save, and let's go to the front there. Again, load from scene, 25 distant lights with target, yes. Here, and go to perspective, objects, distant light null, center, create, oops, unzoom a bit, take it, oops, sorry, take it to the front here, there. That's a nice view. You can also switch to light view and light, select, say, like light 25. So having also looking through light 25, we move the object and see, whoop, there. Everything is upside down, but anyway, you can switch back to and let's say move them a bit further again. So this is how the light is going to be, or perhaps view, yeah, there. So you can play with lights. I have to remind you that lighting is very important, and some people some people choose to focus only on lighting in 3D ray tracing. So yeah, anyway, having moved the lights, I'm creating a motion key, a keyframe, and then see how the light is seeing the animation. Yes, here. And the camera, I think the camera is somewhere here. Yeah, the camera is on the other side. So I think that should be interesting. Let me create a limited region to speed up the process before we end. There. And there, and over there, and over there. Yes, let's see. Now you are going to be having plenty to look through and review. Lighting being one of them, which is very, very interesting. It can enhance your scenes immensely. There, see these soft lights, these soft ray tracing, ray traced shadows that gives away. And you can create, you can create, say a 9. Which this is nice. So these are the shadows from our light group. The other shadows are from the single lights. And that is of course why lighting is so intense, because I should have deleted the other single lights, but you can do it yourselves as well. Homework. Okay, so that's about it. Also, do you have any questions, any final thoughts? Saving that. Saving all objects. There. Any questions? Anybody there? Thank you guys. I hope everything was clear and not too confusing. Anyway, I am quitting that. I think George is here, and I should. Yeah. So I don't. Yeah, you might have missed that, George. This is the last episode in January. Which can. So the next episode is going to be February the 1st. Okay, so inside this month you will be having time to go through to review everything else. On next Saturday we have the Amiga Ireland online event. I'm going to be there to be participating. Thank you, Jarla, for inviting me. And so we will be discussing, we will be presenting stuff there as well. If you have any questions, you can email me. Of course, we are going to be to speak on Amiga Ireland. If you guys have any questions, email me. or in YouTube. There's also in YouTube, but just email me and I will get back to you, or in the forum, in the Amiga Ray Tracers forum. And I will be refunding you guys for this month, since I won't be present as a in the webcast. Other than that, I don't have anything else. Thank you so much, guys, for being here, and see you in about a month. Okay. And shout out, last but not least, shout out to all the patrons that are supporting me. Thank you, guys. This is George Sokanos, Volcero, Yarla, Midwan, GS, Anthony Jarvis, and Todd Chamberlain. Thank you again, guys. See you in a month. Take care and keep on ray tracing, keep on modeling. Don't stop. Cheers, guys. Cheers.